In this problem, we're going to examine some data to see if the data represents a linear function. We want to determine whether the given function is linear or nonlinear. If it turns out to be linear, we want to determine the equation of the line. To determine whether this represents a linear function, we're going to consider the average rate of change, delta y over delta x. We're going to look at the change in y over the change in x. To have a linear function, we need the average rate of change to be constant. If we look at our x values first, we can see that each x increases by 1 unit. So we have the delta x is equal to 1. Since this portion is constant, we now turn our focus to the delta y. If that turns out to be constant, then we have a linear function. If we look at the differences in the y's, look at 7 minus 12, that's equal to negative 5. 2 minus 7 is equal to negative 5. Negative 3 minus 2 is equal to negative 5. And negative 8 minus negative 3 is negative 5. So it turns out that our change in y is a constant, negative 5. So our average rate of change, delta y over delta x, is equal to negative 5 over 1, which is just negative 5. Now with the linear function, this average rate of change is our slope. So our slope, m, is equal to negative 5. If we look at our table, see that when x is 0, y is equal to 2. So we see our y-intercept is 2. So we know b is equal to 2. And so the equation of the linear function is y is equal to negative 5x plus 2.